This one lady on a podcast was talking, and she had to be white, I think. She was a white woman. Was she mixed or was she white? I don't remember.
I think she looked biracial.
She was biracial. Heavy on the white though. She was heavy on the mayonnaise, I think. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but I just want to give you guys some context. She was on
Let
a
me check real quick.
But she was on a podcast saying that women secretly want to have a train choo-choo ran on them, right? And that got me to thinking, number one, is that true? But then number one was, what's a train? Right? Because I feel like this is people have different ideas of what a train is. That's number one. Number two, is it true? Like, do a majority or a lot of women, do you guys think a lot of women have this fantasy of having a train ran on them, right? And then lastly, number three, as men, if you either knew that your old lady, your wife's significant other, had a train ran on her, would you feel some type of way? Or, So what are your thoughts about the train conversation? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think women secretly want to have a train ran on them? What is a train, and how would you feel?
Okay, we got to start off. We got to define terms. Okay. All right. So a threesome is a man or three people. So it stops there. The train is when you got guys and they're like sitting outside they're going in one at a time, and they're sitting outside the room like at a doctor's office. They're going in one at a time, and one guy leaves out, the other guy goes in. And past that, it's just like if it's like three or four guys are all in the room with it, that's a gangbang. So those are different things. Some guys don't care, can't tell the difference, but that's what those terms mean. But I think most guys, that they would be sick. They throw up in their cornflakes. They'd probably even go cry in the car, but I don't know if they would really actually leave. Maybe we talked about this before. Maybe if nobody knew about it except him, it was on her heart. She wanted to confess and nobody knew about it. He might feel some kind of way. He would feel some kind of way, but I don't think a lot of guys would leave. They'd go back and eat their Salisbury steak or whatever she cooked that night. But I don't know that they're going anywhere. I mean, what do you guys think?
I think that I agree with you. There's a difference between like a threesome, right, spit roast or whatever, and an orgy, and not an orgy, and a gangbang, right, with like multiple people in the room, and a train where there's just person after person. I think a train probably could still have two people coming in and out of the room. Probably still be a train. I think it's the repetitiveness of it. And I think the repetitiveness of it, or the fact that there's so many people, is probably where the guy is going to choke. And that's because he's now got to ask himself some questions. You know what I mean? Like, does she need a lot of penis to do whatever? Because I can only supply one at a time, right? Not only does she need like more than one at a time, does she need a plethora to be satisfied? I think that's why the guy would be sick. I think that's why he'd be troubled. Now, in the same breath, I tell the guy to get over it. I tell the guy to get over it because unless you married a virgin, sir, in its own sense, it was something of if that was your issue, then the train thing already happened. Okay, a few guys went in it before you, and they took their turn. That is what it is. Okay. Now, the fact that it may have happened over a span of years, as opposed to a span of hours, that might be a reason for concern. You know what I mean? Unless you like a freak. You know what I mean? I went to a party once, and a guy introduced his wife as a gangbang queen. I was like, oh, well, Your Highness. I mean, I wouldn't have done that if it was my wife, you know what I mean? And I don't think I would have married a gangbang queen, but he did. So apparently there's value out there. Apparently being a woman who used to be an engineer, you know what I'm saying, and ran with the cabooses or whatever, apparently that's not a complete turnoff for everybody, right? But I do understand it can be a little problematic because the guy's got to wonder, what does this say about her appetite and her needs for satiation, right? And then he's got to wonder if he can match that or if he's willing to match that. Now, whether or not he bounced, I think it depends on how many people know. Actually, part of it, whether or not he bounces and comes back depends on how many people know. How he navigates the future of that relationship is going to depend on his ability to just accept the present, right? And just turn a blind eye to the past.